Hi everyone, this is a mini tutorial that I put together to tell you a little bit about Elementary GLOBE, specifically the What's Up in the Atmosphere storybook and the activity called Up in the Air. So to find all things pertaining to Elementary GLOBE, you go to the GLOBE homepage, which just recently got an upgrade, and under Do GLOBE, you'll see the listing there and there's Elementary GLOBE, and click there. On this page, you'll find all sorts of things for K through 5 GLOBE activities. And if you look on the left-hand part there, you'll see climate, earth systems, clouds, etc. All the way down at the bottom, you also see discussions and group documents for conversations. And if you scroll down on that same page, you'll see the icons for all the different storybooks for Elementary GLOBE. The one on the bottom right is the What's Up in the Atmosphere storybook. And after you click on that, you can download it for printing. You could also download the ebook, and there's instructions there as well for the ebook. On the left hand, you'll see there's a learning activities link, and that's where we'll go next. After you click on that learning activities link, you'll see the different ones available for aerosols, including sky observers, why not so blue, see the light, and then the last one is up in the air. So the up in the air activity we also call the sticky grid activity, and that's where students work in groups to make an aerosol sampler, which is a simple adhesive tool that allows them to collect data and estimate the extent of aerosols present at their school. And the purpose of this is to introduce the students to aerosols and help them understand that there are small particulates in the atmosphere, and engage the students in collecting, analyzing, interpreting data, and making predictions, and also to tell them about the concept of random sampling. So after you click on that link to download the activity, this is what you'll see, the full activity sheet, which includes instructions, materials, the time required for the activity, as well as a bunch of teacher notes and suggestions for further follow-up. So in these next few slides, I'm going to show you just a quick version of this activity and with some pictures thrown in directly from the What's Up in the Atmosphere storybook. So the first thing you want to do is introduce the activity to the class, divide the class into multiple research groups, and ask them to describe what they see in the sky. Ask them if they've ever noticed small particles in the sky, and say that some aerosols are too small for our eyes to see, but other aerosols are larger, such as dust or ash. And explain to them that today they can go outside to collect data about aerosols around their school. The students will probably have lots of questions about what aerosols are, and the book gives you this image and some information on the different types of aerosols and where they come from, which can include natural sources such as volcanoes and fires, and human sources such as factories and cars. So within the activity sheet, you'll see this aerosol sampler grid along with some instructions on how to make the sticky grid. Basically, you cut this out and you adhere it to a square piece of cardboard and cover it with sticky paper. So once your student groups have created their sticky grids, you can take them outside and have them place them in various locations around the school grounds. So the students will leave the sampling grids outside for at least 2 hours and then go back and then collect them and bring them to the classroom for analysis. And I won't read through all of these instructions here, but the idea is that you'll roll some dice, and then with those dice you can determine randomly from which grid location you will add up the number and count the number of aerosols that you see. So you do this 10 times, so you'll get 10 random grid squares, and then you add that for a total, and then divide by 10 to get the average number of aerosols for that location. And then you can use those results and compare them between student groups. And students can record their data on the Up in the Air student activity sheet. And this can include weather information, such as were there clouds, was there precipitation, was there wind, what was the visibility, the temperature, etc. After the students have recorded all of their data, then you can have them share out their results. They can discuss For example, which locations had the highest number of aerosols and why do they think that was the case? And then which locations had the lowest numbers of aerosols and why? And also you can ask them, do they think that weather played a role in their results? So after the student groups have shared out their results, you can then tie this into a discussion about aerosols and air quality. And you can use this image that was taken from the What's Up in the Atmosphere storybook and talk about how perhaps when there are higher levels of aerosols in the air, that may be unhealthy for sensitive groups, such as those with asthma, and then how when there are lower levels of aerosols in the air, that can be better for people. Thank you for listening to this mini tutorial. My name is Sara Mierzwiak. I'm a research assistant with Globe Mission Earth, and the What's Up in the Atmosphere storybook as well as the Up in the Air activity were created by all these wonderful globe people shown on the right. Thank you.